My goodness. Has a mess. Looking shabby. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been like forever since I've made a video, but I just ordered my, finally, after 3 years owning this car, I'm finally getting around to putting coilovers on it, which is about time. I've been wanting to do this since I got the car, just never really had the money for it, but now I do. And what are you hitting the brakes for? So we're heading to the shop right now. We're gonna get those on. Hopefully everything will go according to plan, but you know, probably won't. It never does, but I'm not too worried about it. I can only think of a couple things that wouldn't really go according to plan, and none of them are really detrimental. Hopefully I will tune back in once we get there. Okay, so we're here now. It's getting ready to rain, which makes it feel like it's like 6 o'clock and it's only 3. I can put it in drive. All right, let's do it. Did you see what I got for the occasion? Nice. As long as this thing's around, everything will go according to plan.
All right.
And I got not 1, but 2 more American Muscle stickers.
Right.
To match the one that's already on there.
Floor jack and jack stands, ratchet, and socket set. That's all you need.
That's what they say.
My gosh.
Oh, they gave us pictures.
Disconnect the sway bar. What?
Well, I mean, I kind of figured that much.
We didn't have to do that on Marissa's, did we?
Yeah, we did. That's what we stripped out, and I got her the new sway bar linkage for Christmas.
Drill the factory rivets that hold the upper shock plate in place. Tools required. Floor jack, jack stands, ratchet, socket set.
Well, let's just get it up first and get the wheels off.
It doesn't even tell you to remove the wheels.
Very detailed instructions.
Very detailed.
Oh, also, I didn't film it because it was raining outside and I had to take a giant break in the middle, and I just didn't plan on filming it, but we got this. That's nice. We got the chin spoiler on, which I didn't mention anything about getting it because it's been forever since I made a video, but it's just held in by nuts and washers and bolts. They're lock nuts on the top. Required some minor drilling, but nothing really that difficult. Okay, we're doing an update. So we couldn't quite see behind the hub while we were messing around with it. But what we were supposed to do when we took off the brake assembly was this nut and this nut, and we took out this one and that one. And so we got this piece that was kind of supposed to stay in there out, but it's up and out of the way to keep this nice and slacked. We disconnected the sway bar linkage, and we took both the strut and the spring out of the front. And the front coilover assembly obviously has the strut and spring all in one unit. We were going to try to get some of that old crusty rubber out, but since that's not where the new strut and spring assembly is going anyhow, we're not going to worry about it. So this took us about an hour, so we're hoping that the other one goes in about twice as fast. Refreshing. So we had gotten everything in without a hitch, and then we found the hitch. We had the brake caliper secured in a fashion that it was going around the wrong side of the coilover. So now we had to take the bolts back out, and now we're going to line them back up and do it again. Oh shit. It's GoPro. There were a couple things that didn't go quite according to plan there. like the brake caliper not being on the right side of the coilover, and losing bushings all over the place, and just a couple little things that you just kind of have to do it to look out for it and to know about it. So this second one should be a lot faster, and we're just going to bear down on it, and I probably won't record much of it, so we're just going to get it done. There's the rest of it. Alright, so we were just out here putting in so much work that we got both of the front ones done now, and we also have the rear one done, but we don't have the wheel back on it, so I can show you what we were doing. There are two separate pieces, right? So there's in the rear, there's still the spring and the shock separately, not one assembly. So you start by taking this guy out here, and then you take it out from in the trunk, which was a pain, and then you lower it down, and you got to take out this brake line bracket, which was a pain. I'm just kidding, that was really easy and nice. But then this pulls out, and then you can lower the thing the whole way once this bracket is out, and get the spring out, and then do it all back in reverse order with the new stuff, which is a pain. Oh, the shock is like tapped out as low as it can go, and we still had to raise this piece of the spring to get both this isolator and the one up top to be making contact while this one was all bolted in. But that is on the max low setting, which is what we're going for. We're going for all the lows. We're sending it. We're going for hashtag scrape life. And we're basically just going to do the same thing on this side and kind of hope and pray that adjusting the spring the same way we did until it's making good solid contact with everything is the same height on both sides. Well, yeah, we think the shock adjusts the height, but I don't want to be riding on two different preloads of spring. So we're going to be rolling. We're going to try to do it exactly on the same way on this side, but there's really no way of knowing unless we measured it out, which we're not about to do. So,
We're not about that life.
No.
We're not precise life.
Not precise life, just scrape life. All right. So I'm going to get under here and show you what we were just dealing with. We were trying to... Here's the issue. You can see the spring up there. Right, you see how it's sitting nice and flat on that rubber piece at the bottom? And there's probably about an inch or an inch and a quarter of thread showing. Now over here, it's sitting a little bit crooked. But we're betting on that settling in once we put the car down. So we tried our best to put about an inch or an inch and a quarter of thread showing. And I think we got very close. So we're going to hope that that's good enough. And so we're putting the wheels back on, and we're getting ready to lower the car back down again. Let's get the walk around. Let's get the walk around. Yeah, see this gap here is what's making it look like it's not as low as it is, but that's freaking down there. I mean, that's low. That's freaking. Oh my. Yeah.
Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, it does. Oh man. And when you hit that bump back there, it's just like yeah.
What is that?
That's what I'm talking about. That's the rubbing. But I think I know what it's on.
That's rubbing? That doesn't sound like rubbing.
I know what it is. There's a piece. Alright, so thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of Working on Cars for Far Too Long. Finished product. I did a little walk around inside. It's probably a little dark for the GoPro, but it looks better once you're out of the garage and you're not looking at the same environment that you've been looking at for the last 6 hours. So I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna get spacers on the way, and I think we'll probably end up rolling the rear fenders to get some even better fitment. And but after that, it should be totally stamped out. So yeah, that's all for this video. See you next time.